They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away? That's put pay to the danger. And he's there to retrieve it. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Martinelli in acres of space out wide. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Vardiol. Played out towards the right wing. Hazard does really well to win the ball there.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Shapes to shoot! Loose, and it's come back out to him. He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Number 7,
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cross goes in there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Picked out brilliantly. Stood up well to him there. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinelli. He is through here. Back in once more. And he's there to belt it away. Fernandez. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal. Big chance! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Upamecano and Kovacic. It's Rui Costa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got away, and the shot! Off the post! Great ball, and he's in here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And that is all they have time for. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And he shoots! And there's a goal! That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Number 7.
So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So now the difference is 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Messi. Yamal. Great vision.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Upamecano. Fernandes. Haaland, looking to add to his goal. Looking for the run. Shoots!
Substitution for Como. Number 19.
So, third corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 10, Messi. Substitution.
DePaul! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rudiger. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, no joy this time. Hakimi. No way through. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Great ball if he can get there. And it's been hooked away.
Substitution for Como. Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli. Number 7, Serve. Coming on the
Raul.
field, number 20,
Alexander-Arnold
Gordon.
cuts it out.
Number 4,
Tries to pass it through.
Substitution.
He's in plenty of space here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That's going to go a long way. Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. And this is Batistuta. Referee has just said play on. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
I'd like to draw your
Cristiano
attention to the
Ronaldo
screen
taking
right
in the
now for
accolades,
information
having
on our
been
shuttle
named
bus
man of the
service.
match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is... Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Fernandez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Gerrard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cristiano Ronaldo! He's scored! And we have liftoff! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a good ball through. And he shoots! And no mistake. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And this is Drogba. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Drogba, played back. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Upamecano. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal makes a move down the right. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A case now of complete control. And he's running through. Messi, and this is Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Oh, great feat, that.
And this is Totti. And it's half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Totti. Fernandez concedes a free kick for that. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. It's Kimmich. And here's Totti. Van Dijk does well to get it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Totti. Now it's Drogba. And he's got away from him. Played through into space. Space for him to turn and look. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that defending is... It's Totti! And it's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Portugal still making a fight of this. Now then, the ball's come loose. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. And now they can clear their lines. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Substitution.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, they can break here. Over to the right flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Yamal's cross. Tries to get it clear. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Real chance! Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 19, Yamal. Number 13, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field, number 4, Ferran Torres. Number 6,
Ferran
Cavani.
Torres. He is through here. And he's there to retrieve it. Vardiol. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. He's had it taken off him. Alexander-Arnold. Kamavinga. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Haaland. 5 minutes to add. Clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and this... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. He's rising! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lukaku really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's managed to get free. Shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they can.
Can he finish?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Vardiol makes a dash for it. Now it's Lukaku. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Driving through the middle. Not the most accurate pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Fernandez. And this is Messi. Messi! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that is the end of the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. But he's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Yamal. Messi could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time, too, to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Hazard. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Messi. Threads one in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Palmer. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, it's come to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
De Bruyne. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against it. And a chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's an excellent interception. Goes looking wide. It's a promising position. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And he welcomes it in. Lukaku! De Paul.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cannavaro. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific, the other quite... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Now, who's going to be first to this? Out towards the flank. And it's Fernandes. And here's Messi. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Played with finesse. And he's following up! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Manchester would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great pressure, plenty of it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence. And he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Azar. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Still goalless at the moment. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Dumfries. Pacho. And it's Serginho. Here's Haaland. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Has a look and plays it forward. Haaland. Haaland. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Kessié cannot be beaten that easily. And it's Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade optimistic. It's a goal kick. Guardiola. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Probing pass. Nice interception, well timed. Rafinha. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Kessié. Now it's Haaland. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Dumfries looking to receive it in space. Another chance from a corner. And it's been taken short. Fernandez wins the duel this time. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Upamecano goes direct. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And that is expertly dealt with. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. He's a sharp little ball here. And that was very necessary.
Substitution.
Neymar aimed beyond the defence.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Vardiol. And it's Shevchenko. Haaland is onto this. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Rafinha. Coming on the field is number 22, Alan Patrick.
Kessié.
Substitution in progress.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now, can they get him away? Haaland is flagged offside.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Kovacic. Coming on to replace him is number 24, Fernandez.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Looking to play him in. There's the shot! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21,
Shevchenko. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cristiano Ronaldo voted man of the match and deserved. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. And here's Messi. Haaland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Knocks it into space. Shot, surely! And he should have made them pay.
Kukçu has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland, good strong midfield running here. Takes a shot! It's in! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Hazard, and he's managed to get free. Hangs one in.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
And it's Messi. Haaland. Rudiger with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He's a sharp little ball here. Deftly away. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite. And the shot! Dispatched clinically. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to make the block. That has been knocked clear. Tries to get it clear. Messi plays it short. Oh, that's nice. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Here's Fernandes. Quality ball. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal. And this is Messi. Haaland! Oh, it's gone in! Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Albert Ferrer. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby. Goes for a shot! We've got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Reinders. Now it's Yamal, and he's got the beating of his man. Kirkchu. And here's Kirkchu. And that's a good ball. That could spell trouble. Ball's gone out of play. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Now, can they get him away? Yamal receives it in. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Alexander-Arnold. He has a look up. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dink through. And he's picked it up out wide. And he opts to go forward. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Hazard. Number 15, Yamal. Number 19, Fernandez. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 22, Rodrigo de Paul. Number 26, Eduardo Camavinga.
Lookman. And that's been won straight back. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shoots!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Erling Haaland.
Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a dangerous shot! And he makes no mistake. And again they hit the front. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the man...
He's having a hit! Against the crossbar. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Haaland. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Coming
Camavinga.
on to replace him is number 18.
Can he get on the end of
Dani
this?
Olmo.
Oh, super fine.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Albert Ferrer. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And it's Luc de Jong. Vardiol makes the interception. Camavinga. Dani Olmo. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Towering header! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up.
He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that was vital. Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. In with the challenge. Great pressure, plenty of it. He's picked his way through. Fernandez stands tall and stands strong. Now it's Messi. That's been slipped through. That's tidy. And that's a... He's having a shot! We've got a goal! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Upamecano. Alexander-Arnold. And Jamal. And here's Haaland. Jamal. That's a cute ball. Marquinhos getting this one clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Barcelona could counter here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution in progress.
Van Dijk. Marquinhos. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Ronaldo. Jamal, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Haaland. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a hit!
Has been indicated.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Defending of the desperate variety. Van Dijk. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so the action is resumed.
Manchester are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he welcomes it in. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead-up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Royce.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looking for the run. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's found a way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. Yamal ventures forward. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Neuer can clear it away.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Messi, and it's Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's good play.
Batistuta clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Royce. Number 25, Kovacic.
Well, the voices from the stands are becoming
Number
that much more
22.
frantic now. They are doing everything they can to
Number
help the
8.
team.
Well, it's often
Gerrard.
understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind, up their game.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And we're done. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. It's a pretty loose pass. Diaz. That is good alertness. So we're still where we started right now. Yamal, foot in. Great vision. And he was alert to it. Gabriel. Messi. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Gabriel to Messi. Looking for options for movement. Gabriel. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. And it's Messi. That's destined for the flank. Mbappe. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's picked his way through. Driven in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Van Bommel has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo!
Well, we had a feeling, Peter, that he would show up sometime, but not in such spectacular style. I can tell you, it certainly made one man's job a lot easier in this half-time break.
After 41
That
minutes,
was beautiful. Something
number
close to
18,
genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it
there
down.
will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Diaz. With Rudiger. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Gabriel. Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. Mbappe. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Nice-looking ball. And he's there to clear it.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And a chance! Now, that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution on the field. Number 15. Yamal. Coming on the field is number 22. Rodrigo de Paul. Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Number 19. Fernandez.
He's played it short.
Coming on the field. Number 13. Mbappe.
It's Rodrigo de Paul.
Number 5. Modric.
Mbappe. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Rudiger makes the interception. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Cleared away. Struck first time. And that's off target.
Guardiola probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And this is Ronaldo. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get free.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 3 minutes.
Now it's
added
Yamal.
time.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Triol can get it clear. And that has been cleared. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.